Hi Flosstube, it's Narissa from Narissa's Stitching Lifestyle. Welcome. Today is December the 30th. This is Flosstube number 39? Didn't look. 39 I think, if not it's /40, but I think it is 39. I didn't realise the other day when I filmed that it was my 2nd year anniversary. So thank you very much to everybody who has subscribed over the last 2 years, to everybody who keeps coming back and watching my floss tubes. I really appreciate it. If you haven't yet, really would love if you could subscribe, like the videos, that always helps. But thank you just for popping in and watching. And yes, Bear is still here on holiday. Hi. You play with your toys, please. Okay? My name does this. Good boy. Okay. Right, so today's is not a normal floss tube again. Today is... Do you want to come say hello? Nope. Okay, today is another whip parade. And you're going, Narissa, another whip parade? Even Bear can't believe it. Excuse me. No. Do you want to go outside? We had a conversation about behaving while Nan filmed this. It's not working very well. Are you going to outside or are you staying here? I'm not playing games. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, Bear is now outside playing with his ball and 3 different teddies. Let's see how long that lasts. I'll give it about 5 minutes. Alright, so like I started saying, today is another whip parade. This one, I was going to do 2 more, but I'm actually going to do the 2-in-1. One is all of my Christmas whips that I currently still have going. The other half is my smalls. And I'm wanting to do more smalls this year, but we'll get into that later. This is about showing where I'm at with each one, so it makes me accountable for making sure I stitch on them this year. And I also have this lovely stack here, and that is my I want to work on and start working on smalls. But I haven't yet. So lots of stitching coming this year, 30 odd samplers and all of this. So we'll just get started, shall we? Okay, so project number 1 that I have here is, wrong bag, this one. It is Beez 12 Days of Christmas Stockings. Yes, I have stitched my set. Yes, I have stitched 3 other sets that have gone away as gifts. I still have 2 more sets to stitch. And I am, show you where I'm at on this set. So this is technically set number 4, 5, oh, I've lost track. It's the next set anyway that needs to be finished. Let's have a look. This is where I'm at. I bought a whiteboard. Where is it? Okay. So number 1 needs just the reds done on it and the beading. I think that's all that's left in there. Stitch on him. Number 2, there's a little bit more to go. Oh, we're almost there. Number 3. It's pretty much done, I think, apart from beaks and reds and beading, and I think there's a couple more swirls down here. Number 4, we have half a French hen, still the needle sticking out there, all the red and beading. So we're getting there on this set. Number 5. If I've finished that section on one of these, and I still have thread on my needle, that's why I jump along and go to the next one. Number 6. Is pretty much just the red and greens to go, and a couple of swirls, I think. for him. So that's the next set. This is priority. I need to get particularly one of these done by, it needs to really be finished stitching by the end of January. That's a big wish. Middle of Feb I'll be fine with, because I need to have it finished and fully finished very shortly. So that's 12 Days of Christmas Stockings by Idee Designs. While we're in here, I've kind of got them in order, but we're going to jump around just a tiny bit. So another one that I haven't quite finished is the Prairie School Strawberries. Back across because they're right there. These are the 4 that I stitched and assembled last year. They still need the tops because I've been making the tops, but I want to do them all at once. So I still have 2 to go. We have this one here, which I'm sorry for the glare, partway through stitching, and I think the other one, the up and down, yes, this one here, which I haven't started yet. So like we're almost there. That's strawberry number 5. So it won't take long, but that's plenty of time to get those ones done. So that's in the same bag as 12 Days of Christmas, which is in this lovely bag. I'm going to bob up and down because I'm going to put them away in the basket as we go so that we're tidy. Okay, next one, which I started for Jingle Ball. Sorry, mine is a black and white, as you know. And I didn't get any ink from Santa either. Very disappointed. But that's alright. I'll have to go and buy my own. Stacy Nash, a Gingerbread House. Was it sewing book? Love the front cover. Everybody seems to have been stitching this one. Quite a few people, I shouldn't say everybody. Quite a few people all bought it for Jingle Ball. I'm using my own fabric, and seriously, this is my gigantic start. It's huge, isn't it? I believe so too. We'll just ignore him because he's absolutely fine out there. He's just growling at his ball because it's not moving. So there's the little sleigh at the bottom of the front cover. So that's where we're at with Stacy. Look, so we will get that done and finished. Okay. Gosh, I can tell there's a dog in the house. Sticks everywhere. Alright, so my next Christmas one is one that's only came out just before Christmas. And my gosh, I fell in love with these as soon as I seen them. Now, black and white, of course. You know I can't help that. And this is, he still looks gorgeous even in black and white. Mr. Claus. It's a 3D, so you do the front and the back. But the detail on this guy is amazing. And these are from Etsy. Irina, I think it is. I can't pronounce your last name. Sorry, Irina. But the Etsy store is xstitch_little_stories. Now, there are some really lovely ones that this designer has made. They're absolutely gorgeous. So Mr. Claus, and of course we can't have Mr. Claus without Mrs. Claus, and Mrs. Claus is divine. She's gorgeous. So I am stitching her on 36 count. Just white, because that's the recommended is white. Either 18, so I went 36 because to stitch on the linen. And I have a start. Now I've started with Mrs. Claus because I had to. So this is the front of her skirt. Don't look like much, does it, at the moment? But this is, I'm sure I have got it around the right way. One of the reds in the skirt. I had to pick up a couple more DMCs from work the other day, so I've got those now. I'll be able to get along a bit further. But love. Oh, I can't wait to have these. They will go well with my other Mr. and Mrs. Clauses. So they were sneaky little starts after Christmas. But love how they look. Here's some of the colours. So this is the colours for both. And these were the ones I had to go and get because I didn't have, I don't know where the, I do know where the reds are. There'll be in other projects, but I didn't have any more spares. So golds, reds, browns, burgundies. Oh my gosh, absolutely gorgeous. So I am so looking forward to stitching these and getting them done and assembled. But yeah, isn't that gorgeous? Oh, can't wait. So Mr. Make sure I get the right book. Mr. and Mrs. Claus. So definitely pop over and have a look at her Etsy store. Amazing designs that she has done. Okay. Done the strawberries. Righty ho. So the next one is another. This whip's been hanging around for a little while, so seriously. Little House Needleworks. The Sampler Tree Ornament series, and it's the Deer Valley Inn. I do have a few more in this series that I haven't stitched yet. Being stitched on 40 count, and this is exactly where it was the year before. Some unknown reason it slipped through the pile and it hasn't been picked up, so hence why it is on this video, and we are going to work on it this year. Pop it back in its little wee carry bag. Alright, just checking on him. Okay. Next up is another favourite. There's definitely something about the 12 days of Christmas. This time, this is the 12 days of Christmas Prairie Schooler. 1 to 4, 3 to 5 to 8. My gosh, that was lucky, wasn't it? And 9 to 12. Love these. Now they are being stitched on a piece of 40 count, and they have one long strip. And no, they won't say is one long strip. So we have first one, day 2, day 3, and day 4. Not too bad. Still got a lot to go, but I'm kind of doing all the bits and then leaving the red so I can just pick it up and fill it. But I'm still loving how these are working out. So a lot of people ask me how I store all my stuff when I'm stitching. Project bags. And this one happens to be a little box, and as you can see, it's a really bit messy. It's my ring light, sorry guys. It has my 2.5 inch spacer ruler in between, pack of needles, and then just all the thread. And because they're little ornaments, it's honestly, I'm using some of my older DMCs that are still on bobbins, and if I haven't got that colour, it's on a skein. So that just all stays together. So that was Prairie Schoolers 12 Days of Christmas. Excuse me 1 second, it's gone very quiet. Okay, and we're back again. Sorry, we just had to go and rescue him. He can't get out the yard, but he had buried his ball in behind a pot plant and was busy trying to get it out of the pot that wasn't in the pot. So we now have an uplifted plant. We'll deal with that shortly. And it started raining, so we've collected in the toys. We're now under the Christmas tree with a ball. Wish me luck. Alright, so let's get back to stitching. Okay, so my next whip for Christmas is from Just Cross Stitch magazine, November, December 1994. And I'm stitching this This series of centers. Here's a better picture here of them. There's 8 of them. They're so cute. Now I haven't got very far on this. This is on a piece of 32 count that I dyed myself. Real chocolate cocoa, because it makes everything stand out so lovely on this. And this is where I'm at. Now the one here is, where is he? He is this guy here. So I haven't got very far. They were like a last minute stitch, but then I got sidetracked wanting to finish all those stockings. And he lives in a elf project bag. Okay. Right, so next is another 12 day series. Now this one is, I bought the PDS from Hello from Liz Matthews last year, and I do still have another couple to buy that she's released that I haven't got yet, but in no hurry because I haven't stitched these guys yet. So the first one I'm working on is First Day of Christmas, and I'm doing the trees. Okay, using DMC threads, which are stored in one of these. Alright, maybe like that. And this is on. So my first tree is being stitched on Peppermint Ice 40 count from number 12 Stitch Co. And here we are. So that's the width of the bottom of the tree, which is about the size of my hand. And then it's going to come up. We have our first pair in. So some of these was definitely a start from midwinter Christmas, and I didn't pick it up this Christmas season, so I definitely want to get a lot more progress done on these guys as well. Just going to move that needle, but I love how the green and the yellow stands out on this, and the white works really well on this as well. I have checked it. Okay, so that is in my pussycat. Not exactly a Christmas bag, but why not? Okay, so our next whip for Christmas is that one. We want to go this way. Very Merry Trees from Rosewood Manor. Now I started these when we went to retreat in Wellington or Hutt Valley. And I stitched 1.5 when we were there, and I haven't picked it up since. So 2 are done, and we'll get on to the next ones after that. These are on 32 count Twilight Blue. So it is literally 3 colours of DMC and some beads. What have we got? 5, so we've got 3 to go. I do love how they're coming out. I'll pop that away. Oh, Rosewood Manor. I'm just going to set that on the top. Right, this is an older one that really should have been done. Gosh, sometimes you just get so sidetracked by the new shiny, don't we? And it is, this was started a couple of Christmases ago. Jolly Soul from Erica Michaels. I want to come in quite close. He's so petite and tiny. Now I'm stitching mine on 40 count. You can do it on the gauze, but I haven't. I'm just doing it on 40 count. And this is where I'm at. So I've still got a wee way to go yet to get this one done. We're getting there. Being stitched with the DMC threads. like I've said before many times, I use up my older bobbins, and that when I'm doing ornaments just makes more sense. Use them up. Okay, so we'll just pop that one down there as well. Right, we've only got 3 or 4 to go. Okay, so my next one is Merry Christmas from Our Forest Embroidery, and behind us we have Mary up on the wall, hanging from the ceiling. Christmas is to go underneath that. So I have the C for Christmas stitched, and that's as far as I've got. So we still have what, HRISTMAS to go. I have all my backing, they're all ready, laced, ready to go. I have all my boards, and this is my H start. I know, great work, hey? It's alright, we'll pick it up, we'll get on with it. These are on, oh my gosh, I think they're 36, yes. That I just dyed myself, just a nice light tan. So that's from Our Forest Embroidery, and they are stored in my reindeer bag. I do love my reindeer bag. Okay. So our next one is a borrowed pattern, and it is a Keslyn's Christmas Cone series. Now these are absolutely gorgeous. And I'm stitching these on Red Rose 40 count from number 12 Stitch Co. This is where I'm at. So I'm still working through the first one of Believe. That's what he's called. Yep, Believe. So he's this one here. So he's got quite a bit of stitching, but he's quite tall. So there's a lot of fabric used. And then we'll go on to this one, and then we'll do the white ones. Slowly getting there, but they're gorgeous. And I'm just using, this is a DMC, stitching them with DMC 3865, and that stands out really nice on the red. Just going to pop that in the bottom of the basket. Okay, so my last Christmas whip is, take that out of the plastic. Once again, beautifully done in black and white. Mrs Claus's cookbook. Now this is a sale that is currently going on, and you can buy the pattern. The sale is run by Living on the Rainbow from Etsy. Now this is such a gorgeous wee pattern. Just have to move my, just poke that through to the back. You want to see that gigantic big thread. I'm just going to grab my little board, because when I stitch in hand sometimes I curl everything up. This one's definitely got the curls. This was my book cover. So front cover is done apart from metallics. We'll come back to that. The cookbook spine is done, and I'm currently working on the back one. So I'm going all the way, going one way of my cross stitch, the X, and then I will get down the bottom and I will start coming back up the other way. It just helps me work out if I'm missing anything, and I just find it doesn't pull so tight. It needs to be stretched and lined up again, and it does line up perfect. So that's the front cover, and I'm just working on that little wee bit at lunchtimes at work. Now we have had 2 recipe pages. Our next one comes out on soed, which is like the 4th class in New Zealand, and we have the first one, which, yes, I do have 2 gold stars to do still down here, and this is the second recipe. So 18 count Ada for the cover, 32. Oh my gosh, now I can't remember. 32 Vintage Country Mocha for the recipe pages. Absolutely love how these are coming out, so I can't wait to see what recipe number 3 is. So that's still, yeah, ongoing sale. Isn't it gorgeous though? It's gonna look so great in my kitchen display next year for Christmas. We'll just pop him away. Pop him back in there. Right. So that is all of my Christmas whips. I do have a lot of plans for Christmas, but I'm not going to go through those with you today. My concentration, first of all, is on those whips, and then I will work through the stack of want to get started first. I'm going to try and get my whips down as far as Christmas and stuff goes, in all of my stitching. Right, so notebook number 3. I have, oh my god, where is my other one? Somewhere around here. I have 3 notebooks. One is general stitching, so smalls, things that don't go into the category of sampler, or my Christmas stitching notebook. So in those, just have a flip off, it just basically has what I'm stitching on them at the moment, and then as I work on them I'll put the dates in and finish dates. Just need to keep a bit more track this year. Okay, so smalls. Right, hi. Been in my stash for a long time, and I seriously need to get it done. Needleworker, Little House Needleworks. Now I'm not stitching mine on the neutral brown. I am stitching mine on 32 count Silver Moon, which is just a Zweigart fabric. And oops, red. Love how it is coming out on that. Now silver's kind of really hard to get a picture of. Yeah, kind of washes out a wee bit, but this is where I'm at. Not a lot of stitching done on it, but I definitely want this one done for this year. Ideally in the next few months would be great, because then I have the other ones that go in the series. Shouldn't be showing these because it's not a whips. Okay. And then using the cord for threads stitching 2 threads over 2 squares. So that is Little House Needleworks Needleworker. I'm going to run out of spots to put these. Okay, next small. I've got them in order of how I kind of want to work through them. It's in the Scarlett house. I see red. Now yes, it is a sampler, but trust me, it is small. It is this is on 52 count, but it is tiny. Like, we are almost there, but it's only a small, so I'm not counting it in my samplers. It is literally 96 by 71, so it is only a little. I am stitching it using Canna Lily 1000 from Country Threads. Is it Country Threads? Cottage Garden Threads, sorry, from Australia. It's got there red. Okay, that was a pattern given to me by Elizabeth. So thank you, Elizabeth. I'm loving stitching this, but it needs to be worked on. Okay, the next smalls in my list, I started this, oh my gosh, a couple of years ago. It came out at Needlework Market, and I started this straight away. Start being the opposite, being the word, I guess. We haven't got much further than that. Simone smalls, I love them. Why have I not stitched these, finished them yet? I don't understand. Right, so Simone Smalls. Here we go. This is the needlebook roll. Something about needlebooks at the moment, don't we? Where is it? Does it have what it's called? I'm trying to find a picture of it and share it out. Without giving away the passion. Right, so this is the one where it has the needlebook and it has the big roll in the middle. That's what I'm currently working on. The others I haven't started, but I've worked out all their fabrics. I've got all those. Where's my board? Under there. So this is where we're at. A little bit more to go on this one. I think I need another two of these little flowery parts, and then there's some little bits in the corners. This is where the verse goes. No, that is the roll part, and the verse goes here. I think that's right. I think so. Let's have another quick look. Yes. Verse goes in the verse goes in the middle, and then the other roll part, because it gets folded. That's right. So there's kind of the order it's to be stitched in. Only using DMC threads. Does call for classic colorworks, but she does give a DMC conversion. And literally, these are my two colors. 815 and 926, and that is what is used throughout all of those projects. So yay, can't wait to get back to those. So that's Simone Smalls. Okay, put that in there. Righty ho. So next is one I started this year. For Lizzie the Stitcher's birthday. You could stitch on any Stacy Nash project, and oh, I'm sorry Lizzie, I still haven't finished mine. That's okay, maybe by your next birthday. So this is the one I'm doing. What are we? 1806 Manor House sewing roll. It's gorgeous. Now I'm stitching mine on 36 count baked clay from Fox and Rabbit, and this is where I'm at. So the house is ready just for filling. This is the plants that goes up the side or along the top, because it goes like that way for the roll. I'm kind of working in along here. I'm saving the red fill-in for when I'm like at stitchy retreats, that kind of thing. That's probably when I'll work on it for that part, but I need to get the other done, so it is simply just the red fill-in. Can't wait to get to her and her little flower. And then there's another tiny little house. Oh, gorgeous. So Stacy Nash sewing roll using the Called For Weeks die works. Now, if you haven't watched me before, you're thinking, why are my weeks on an angle? I punch another hole in the side for going onto the ring. And occasionally, I haven't done it on these ones, but sometimes I also punch another hole over here above the name of the thread, but up here, so that, you know, when you get the little wee, like this one I've looped in there, and of course it's caught up, but you get that little straggler where you haven't finished that piece. Caught up in the other one. If I pull it out, it's going to completely come off. So yeah, normally I have them tucked in there. I also always put my name of my project on it, and quite often on the back I'll write what the fabric is, but I haven't on this one. So that if especially when you're doing this or you're doing floss tubes, sometimes the threads get dropped out of the bag, and at least if they're labelled I can see them. But oh my gosh, look at the colours in there. It's going to be gorgeous. So that is Stacy Nash Primitive Stitches, the Manor House sewing roll. Right, let's gonna hook that inside there so we don't lose it. All right, so I think we're up to my last whip. So my last small whip is actually quite several whips. There is 1, 2, 3 books in the series, and each one has 4, 6, 7. So 21. I never do anything small, do I, really? Okay, so 21 pin pillows. Now these are the Stoneware pillows, Priscilla's pockets. I started these, oh my gosh, at least 3 years ago. And seriously, when you see how much work I've done, it's not a good sign. So these must be book 1. Here is book 2. And here is book 3. I love them. Like, I have all my fabrics all cut, all my squares, stitching them on 40 count. Now I'm not doing the blue. I am actually doing, you know, when I started these, the must be 3 or 4 years ago, must be, because it was when the newer DMCs came out, the one to under 150, and this one I chose number 32. I love this color. And right, are you ready? Are you ready for my embarrassing how far I've got through on these 21 pin pillows? Here we go. It's amazing, isn't it? I would say at least 3 weeks, 3 years work. You know, I really want these done. I want them in my big dough bowl. I want them done. I'm going to show you what I'm going to put them in. Okay, use that. Sorry, reindeer. Take the reindeer out. This is what I want them to sit in. I have my big bowl ready to go. So, we need to get this done. 3 7's 28? No, 21. Oh my. 3 7's, no wonder counting's hard. 3 7's are 21. Oh my gosh. 1 thread over 2 stitches. Priscilla's pockets. Stoneware pin pillows. Oh, and they live. And this is absolutely cool. I love this. Haven't been to London or wherever all of these are. I think they're London, aren't they? I think so. But love this big pencil case. And that is where those projects live. Okay, so that is my whips. That is my Christmas whips and my smalls whips. Previous video, you've seen my sampler whips. Okay. Do you want to see the madness that's in my brain on what I want to stitch? Or should we just leave those? We could do another video, couldn't we? Let's do another video with what Narissa's brain wants to stitch on besides all of the whips for 2025. I think we'll do that. Alright, so I'm going to call this finished. Thank you for watching if you've put up to the end. Really appreciate it. Sorry for the beer interruptions. A few more days and his mummies will be home. And then he can go back home. And I'm sure he's really looking forward to going home too. It's not the same being in nannies. Alright, so happy stitching everybody. Happy New Year. I will catch up in the new year. So in the new year I will do my normal upgrade update where I'm at. I've got some, under the table here I've got some works that I've been working on, but you can go and see them today. I will show you my new start for New Year's, my blessing sampler, and I will show you what it is that I want to stitch on besides my whips. Okay, so Happy New Year everybody, happy stitching. Remember, one stitch at a time will get these projects done. See ya!